Hey, hi, hello. My name is Birdie, and welcome to my tiny corner of the internet. Once again, before we get into today's video, I did just want to say a huge thanks for getting me to 500 subscribers. I had just hit 300 when I posted my last video, so to see 500 in this short amount of time just blows my mind, and I just want to say thank you. This is something I've always wanted to do, and to see the support and the feedback that I'm getting, it just makes me want to keep doing it. So thank you so much, and let's get into today's video. Alrighty, my friends, here we are outside of the Howell residence. This particular lot was built by Lissy. I am currently offline because I am scared to update my game from the latest patch, so I do not know the exact name of this lot. I do, however, know that on her YouTube channel, it is titled Raising Opposite Teens. So anyway, let's go check in on our Howells. So we are here this morning. It is about 5:30 on a Friday morning. It is now springtime, but it is still snowing outside. Where I live in particular, even in the spring, it does snow. Miss Noah is waking up from her nap. As you could tell by the opening machinima, these three did not get very much sleep at all. Cove is actually sitting down here. He's very tired. He was woken up pretty early. It was about 3 o'clock when he was woken up by his screaming nieces. Miss Odessa up here, sleeping soundly as per usual. Just tried to ignore her children, basically. She made it everyone else's problem. So he's chilling down here with his nieces while they sleep. Miss Noah is awake though. So how is she doing? She's still pretty tired and a little bit hungry, but we're gonna wait for Grandma and Pop-Pop to wake up before we really make her any food. Shiloh is over here, still sleeping soundly in her little, I don't know what these are called, baby bouncer thing? I don't know, but she's over here sleeping. And let's see if anybody has to work today. So Rhiannon has to work in 2 hours. Lucas works in 3. So we're gonna go ahead and get these guys up. Since she has to wake up first, we're gonna get her up. And I'm gonna have her come in here and do her morning routine. I don't know if you guys do the same thing, but I have my Sims do the exact same routine in the morning that like I would do in the morning. So I have them get up, use the bathroom, brush their teeth, and I'm gonna have her come into the kitchen and make the family breakfast. It's funny because in real life, I do not eat breakfast. I am not a breakfast person, but I always have my Sims eat like a balanced breakfast and get all ready. So let's see what we want for breakfast. It's cold outside, but she doesn't have a ton of time to really make them anything. So I think we're actually going to go to Oni's. I think we're going to be basic and do avocado egg toast. It's pretty quick to make, and who doesn't love avocado toast? We're going to do a family size. So while she's doing that, I think we're going to put on the kids channel for Noah. I'm really hoping it doesn't wake up the baby. Okay, and that did wake up the baby. I don't know if that necessarily woke her up or if that was she just woke up on her own. And I forgot last episode to introduce you guys to the family dog. This is Jules. She is a French bulldog. She has been a part of this family for well over a year. Like I've said in previous videos and on my TikTok, I started this save file in April of 2021, and Jules has been a part of this generation for well over a year. She's still like a young adult dog. I cannot age her. I am very attached to her. So this is Jules. She's very loud, much like French bulldogs are in real life. So she is washing her hands. We're going to go ahead and get Lucas up and do the same thing. Use the restroom, brush his teeth. And I think we're going to have him come out and spend some time with his granddaughter so Cove can go back upstairs and go to bed. But first, I'm going to have him talk to Cove a little bit, and I'm actually going to get rid of these so that I can have him complain about his problems. So we're going to let them watch TV. She's not even watching. Let me have her watch it. And she's just sad because she doesn't like waking up. Shiloh has I guess it's not a quirk, but I feel like it might turn into one. She has the loves being held, but it's funny because she is awake and sad, but Noah has the loves wake up time trait. So if she gets the hates wake up time, or quirk, not trait. Okay, so she is finishing up the toast. I have never seen toast made in a pan like that unless it was French toast. And he is finishing up. So then I will have him come out here and sit with his granddaughter. I did not want him to view the blanket. No, thank you. Actually, I think I'm going to have him check in on Shiloh because Odessa is still upstairs sleeping. So the rest of the family really just takes care of these girls. We're going to give her a little cuddle. And the toast is done. No, it's not. Just kidding. Okay, so he's going to take care of the baby. I pause my game a lot. I can't remember if I said that in the last video, but I do pause my game quite a bit. I have my autonomy turned off, actually. I'd like to control everything. I'm a Virgo, so that's pretty on brand for me. So I'm going to have him complain about his problems, and he's basically going to say, like, I've been up for hours. Odessa wouldn't take care of the girls. They were upstairs screaming, and I'm going to go upstairs and nap, but you need to do something about your daughter. She's hanging out with her. She's going to brighten her day and just hang out with her granddaughter. Shiloh is much different than Noah was when she was a baby. She's already got the unhappy infant trait. I did not cheat that. That happened pretty quickly. And she's very cautious. These Sims appreciate the familiar, but are slow to warm up to new experiences, locations, and Sims. She's fussy, basically. She is much different than Noah, who was I can't remember what specific trait she had, but she was a very happy and bubbly baby. But that was her as a baby, so Shiloh's the complete opposite. Are we walking through the wall again? What is wrong with you? So he's complaining about his problems. He is exhausted. He's about to pass out like Gabriel did in the last episode. He's saying, I'm going up to bed. I'm done for the day. So we're going to have him come to sleep. I'm going to turn his light off. And these two work. He doesn't have a job. We may actually have him look for a job today. And she doesn't work. Girl, you know you ain't checking on that kid. And she's still asleep. It looks like she'll be asleep for a few more hours, but I'm gonna have him come upstairs and just wake her up because they have to go to work. You make my day so much better. Thanks for making me smile. And I think she has to go to work. Yeah, she's about to go to work after she eats. So he's going upstairs to wake her up, and Odessa does not appreciate being woken up.
What's up, Deb?
You can tell she's like grumpy. So what are her buffs this morning? Love withdrawal from Hungry for Love lifestyle. Odessa is a sim who is hungry for love in all aspects of the lifestyle, but lately it feels as if her life has been utterly loveless. Well, you kind of did that to yourself. She has a sore back from a cheap bed. That does not look like a cheap bed. Odessa has a trusting the universe buff all the time because I am fairly certain that she was a happy toddler. The way she's raising her children is not the way she herself was raised, which I think is kind of funny. Again, I never cheated that when I did this playthrough before it was a series. That's what the game did. There's a lot of opposites that, or like, what is it? Not contradictions, but there's a lot of differences. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but then she's got interesting. So it is indecisive, thinking about starting a new relationship. Odessa is tired of casual dating and is ready to start a long-term, serious relationship with someone who wants the same thing. Should she? This buff comes from the Errant Thoughts mod by A Deep Indigo. I have so many A Deep Indigo mods in my game just because they put so much depth into the game with things like this. And if you know Odessa, you know that she is a cheater. I just think it's funny that it says is ready to start a long-term, serious relationship with someone who wants the same thing when she is the reason that everything went up in flames. But that's Odessa for you. So we're gonna have her actually argue with her dad. Yes, I know you are not happy. We're gonna have her yell. Would you say Odessa and Lucas have a difficult family dynamic? Absolutely. Look at how she is looking at her father. This man gave you life, woman. She's awake. She's not happy about it. He's going to come downstairs and he'll probably be late for work. Wow, their relationship is really bad. He's probably going to be late for work so that he can take care of the girls a little bit because he knows if he doesn't feed them, she's absolutely not going to. So we're going to put Noah here and give her some food. I think we're going to have him pick up a serving and then put it on the high chair. And she's still angry from being put down, but she's hungry. So we'll have him give her a bottle. Okay, stop talking to her. When does he go to work? Is it 9? Yeah. But we're going to have him be late. And while he's doing that, taking care of her children, she's going to come in here, use the restroom, brush her teeth, and go downstairs and get some breakfast. One thing about Odessa, like, she doesn't thank anybody for taking care of her kids. Can you just not get to it? Is that the problem? Yeah, I don't think he can get to it. So let me fix that real quick. Okay, got that all fixed. She's in her chair eating. While she's doing that, he's gonna come over here. Yeah. And give her a bottle. Where did she end up going? Pretty sure I told her to eat. Wow, she ate that quick. She was hungry. Okay, so she's gonna come eat. He's given the baby a bottle. Kova's still asleep. What are his buffs this morning? Why is there filthy? Oh, I think it's his laundry basket. Yeah, it's the laundry basket. I'm also gonna have Pop here after he feeds the little one. I feel like if I put her down, she's gonna use her diaper and she'll just have to be woken up. So we're gonna have him put her up here, put her to sleep. Rhiannon is so bored covering the local news. Are the readers as bored as she is? Rhiannon can either start adding sensational details to make this stuff seem juicier or stick to her just the facts reporting. I mean, we're just gonna stick to the facts. Nobody expects this stuff to be exciting, right? Rhiannon will save her energy for when something better comes along. And Rhiannon is, I think she's a journalist, page 2 journalist. So she works for a newspaper, I guess. And she does have the difficult feelings buff once again. So she is taken care of. She's doing pretty well. And I'm gonna have her come in here. Why is the dog stuck? So let me fix this. I'll be right back. Okay, that's fixed. The dog has been freed. And now Noah is tired. She also needs to go potty. So I'm gonna cheat this up just a little bit so that she doesn't pass out. And he's gonna be really late for work. This is kind of a common thing for both of her parents, having to be late because they're taking care of their grandkids, and I hope it doesn't poorly affect their jobs. So I'm gonna have him potty train Noah, and she's just chilling. Like, she doesn't really want to be around her kids. I'm gonna have her come into the living room, and I think I'm gonna have her text Donovan. She has been trying to no avail to get in touch with this man. He has not spoken to her in a very long time, but that does not stop her from trying. So okay. Gonna send a text to Donovan. We'll see if he responds. Oh, and she has a distant family dynamic with Noah, I believe. I don't remember how to figure that out or see that, but I think it's with Noah. So she doesn't do too well with Noah. She's just a miserable sim. Like, she's never happy. So she's using the potty. We're gonna go ahead and get Cove awake. He has gotten a decent amount of sleep and he's hungry. So we're gonna have him come downstairs, use the downstairs restroom because the upstairs one is occupied. And then we're gonna have him get some breakfast. Well, I guess it would be lunch at this point. And I'm just gonna have her watch TV. We're just gonna watch comedy, I guess. So she is still using the potty. Once again, I'm gonna cheat up her energy just so she doesn't pass out. Once she is done, I'm gonna have him put Noah to bed, kiss her goodnight. Oh, now she's happy because she's watching comedy. So he's gonna eat his toast, and then I'm gonna have him go around and clean up the dishes and everything. The dog is sleeping. This is not the best place to sleep, Jules, but whatever floats your boat. It kind of reminds me of my pug, so. Lucas only works until 5 p.m. and it's already almost 1, so he's not gonna get a lot of work in today. Like, in all honesty, he should have called out. And he is so hungry. He doesn't even get to eat before he goes to work because he has spent his entire morning taking care of his grandchildren while she sits down here and watches TV. I'm gonna have him come in here and just kind of argue with her just because everybody else has done everything for her. So we're gonna argue about outlook on life. Okay, so the babies are taken care of. I'm gonna have him finally go to work and get at least something. What is he? He is a development captain. So Cove is basically telling her, like, we have taken care of your kids all morning. I've gotten no sleep. Dad just went to work late. Like, this is ridiculous. You need to take care of your kids. And of course, she's being very defensive and she's like, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't understand. And he's like, these are not my children and I take care of them more than you do. So they're going to keep arguing. Is she sad because she's tired? Yeah. We're about to have to wake her up because she's about to use her diaper. And while we're doing that, I'm going to have him come upstairs and look for a job. There's no way he's the argument loser. How frustrating. Being inarticulate and factually incorrect has never been more infuriating. There is no way. This is their older sister. Sage Curious is calling to chat. Want to answer? Okay. So she's going to chat with her sister a little bit. Like I mentioned in the previous episode, she and her sister are really close, and Sage has not been home. Okay, hold on. I don't quite know what I want Cove to do. He's a carefree sim. I think I'll just have him go into the culinary career for now. So he will start on Monday. And he's tired again. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to wake her up so she can use her diaper. And then we're going to have him change her diaper. But anyway, Sage is Odessa's older sister, Sage, has spread some juicy gossip about Shiloh, about the baby. But Sage is Odessa's older sister. She is very, very close with Odessa, but Sage has not been home in a while. The last time she visited with her family was in the summertime. So long story short, with Sage, in my other save file that I was playing in before I made this second save file with this family, Nova Curious and their whole family was really good friends with the Howells, and it was kind of a friends to lovers situation. I gave Nova a brother, and his name is Aiden. So Sage is actually married to Aiden in that save file. So her last name is Curious, but that technically hasn't happened in this save file. It's pretty confusing, but I mean, we'll get to it when we get to it. We're gonna have her come upstairs and take a shower because she's getting a little bit grimy. And then baby is awake. She needs to be changed. So I'm gonna have him come up here and change her diaper. And Miss Ma'am is still sleeping. We're probably going to get her up so she will sleep tonight. We're going to put her in this little bear onesie. She's not very dirty, so she doesn't quite need to take a bath. We're going to have him bring her back downstairs. And I think we're going to put her on her little play mat and let her just play. Okay, cool. Rhiannon is back from work. She's exhausted. So I think what I'm going to do is have her make some coffee so she can get a little bit of energy. While she's doing that, I'm gonna have her clean this up. And then I think I'm gonna have her milestone. Just kidding. She's gonna drink some coffee. That coffee did basically nothing but make her have to pee. So I'm gonna have her use the restroom and come down here and play with the baby just a smidge. I'm gonna have her reach back out to Donovan. She is the desperate ex, even though they were not really together. So I'm just gonna have her text him again. So let me check on him. He's like about to pass out. So I'm just gonna have him go in and take a nap. He spent his entire morning taking care of somebody else's kid. And I think he's gonna go back upstairs and wake up Noah. And like this whole time, she has just done nothing. All she did today was take a shower. I think my game is glitching a little bit because she keeps getting these milestones, but there's like no milestone reached. I swear on my life, I don't know who these people are. Oh, she did get a milestone. Reach milestone unlocked. What's that? Shiloh started moving her little arms to reach for nearby objects. Now that she can ask for toys and play with the playmat toys, Shiloh can learn how to adeptly use her fingers. Good for you, little baby. Okay, so she's feeling fine. She's not particularly hungry or anything. She will need a bath tonight. And again, Donovan has not answered her texts or anything. So I think honestly, she's gonna go back to sleep. And Odessa, I mean, Shiloh is only about 3 or 4 months old, and Odessa could very well be experiencing postpartum depression on top of her just general dislike of children. So she sleeps a lot. She does not really do much like we've noticed. So I'm gonna have him pick her up. The baby is hungry once again. What was that, Zodiac? So Cove is a Cancer. Cancer Sims are often protective and devoted family members and friends, which makes a whole lot of sense. And Odessa walked in the room and now he's got a grumpy face. So I imagine she's probably telling him, like, get out of my room, I'm going to bed, to which I feel he would say, I don't care. So I'm gonna have him put Noah back down on the couch. Are we reaching another milestone, like, actually, or is this the glitch? Rhiannon just became good friends with Shiloh. You're so fun to be around. I really enjoy spending time with you, and I hope you feel that way about me too. It's a big ask of a baby. So I'm gonna have her feed the baby, and she's tired again. I really love how accurate the habits of the babies are in the game, like they are in real life. It just brings more realism to my game, and since I am a family gameplay simmer, it just makes it that much better for me. So I'm gonna have him turn on more kids' TV for Noah. And nobody is really feeling, other than the baby, nobody's really feeling hungry. They're all just exhausted. Again, you know you're not gonna check on your kid. We need to feed the dog. So we are gonna have him, after he cleans that up, we're gonna fill the bowl and call Jules to eat. She's just feeding the baby. And I'm gonna have her put Shiloh back down. Okay, so Shiloh has a new quirk. Quirk revealed, self-soother. Shiloh will often try to self-soothe herself. Infants with the self-soother quirk are more likely to place their little fingers and toes in their mouths to calm themselves when sad or angry, and especially when crying. They will also self-soothe to fall asleep. This is why I love this game and my save file in particular, because with her being an unhappy infant, it makes so much sense for her to be a self-soother because her mother does not pay attention to her. So it makes a whole lot of sense that she would kind of have to soothe herself. Noah reached imagination skill level 3, so that's amazing. And I'm gonna have her sit here because I think I'm gonna have her argue with her mom for coming into her room. And Sage is calling to congratulate her little brother. She's the best big sister. I don't know why she's wearing this hat, but she is the best big sister. Oh, of course, crying infant. The world would be oh so much better if the crying would just stop. So we're gonna argue with our mom, not drugs. She's just extremely ungrateful. Like, it does not matter how much people do for her. She is just ungrateful. She's going to argue about the house rules. New family dynamic. Would you say that Rhiannon and Odessa have a difficult family dynamic? I absolutely would. I think the only positive family dynamic she has is with her sister, and that's because her sister doesn't even live with her. Okay, so Lucas is awake. He needs to use the restroom. How is she doing? She's really tired, but she's getting hungry. She is a true, she is a mom. She doesn't care how tired she is. She's going to cook for her family. So what do we want for dinner tonight? I try to make them cook meals that are seasonally appropriate just because that's what I do in real life, or what my husband does because I don't cook. I'm scared of cooking. Fun fact. I guess it was kind of a sunny day. It's still pretty chilly outside, but it is springtime. So honestly, I think we're going to do an Alfredo, but do we want to do the fettuccine or the chicken? We're going to do chicken, and we're going to do a party size so they can have leftovers. We're going to have him call his girlfriend. So this is his girlfriend. Her name is Celine Stamper. Ignore that. They have a great relationship, but this is from the Love Struck pack, and I will change that. But this is his girlfriend. We'll see a little bit more of her in a little while. And then I'm going to have Noah come in here and watch Grandma cook, and I'm going to have her go back to sleep. Shiloh is doing pretty good. She'll probably be down for the night. And poor Noah just chilling in her pajamas all day. Okay, so he's about to pass out. We're going to have him just go ahead. I'm going to cheat this up just a bit. I don't want any more of my Sims passing out on me. We're going to have him come up here, brush his teeth, use the restroom, and he's going to go to bed too. They had a very long day in the Howell household. She acquired the thinking skill. Good for her. And while we are waiting on that, he's going to put Noah back in her high chair. I'm actually going to stop her from eating that one. We're going to put that on Noah's chair. That looks so good, honestly. I love Granny's Cookbook. It's one of my most favorite mods. I feel like a lot of Simmers can relate to this being their favorite mod. Even though that's pixel food, it looks so good. And now I'm hungry. We're going to have her eat her chicken Alfredo. Then we're going to have Pop-Pop here come grab a plate of his own. And she's just going to ask her granddaughter, how was your day? They try really hard with these children to brighten their day, tell them how much they're loved, just because their mom, she just doesn't really interact with her kids, and that's not how she was raised. I mean, obviously it disappoints them, but they don't want their grandchildren to feel like they're not loved. And so they are more than happy to have them living here, safe with them. And we'll get into more in the next episode, like what their relationship is with Gabriel in this current period of time. It's not bad. It's a little bit strained because Miss Girl up here has lied, has said some things have happened that didn't necessarily happen. If you kind of want a sneak peek into what will be discussed in the next episode, you can check out my TikTok. I've posted the machinima for the next episode over there, trying to keep you guys on your toes a little bit, have you going back and forth to both platforms. How are we doing energy-wise? We're going to have her potty train her again and then tuck her in for bed very quietly so Odessa doesn't throw another fit. And then when Lucas is done, I'm going to have him clean up the dishes. Why is the dog pouting? We'll need to give her some attention soon. I feel like everybody does the same thing with their pets in game where you create them and then you just kind of forget that they're there. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, now we have the zoomies. Just wanted to make sure he cleaned up all of that. We're going to put away the food. What is broken? Oh. Okay, so same for him. We are going to have him brush his teeth. I'm actually going to have him take a shower and go to sleep. He had the early shift. Rhiannon's going to have the late shift, essentially. And he's going to be hungry when he wakes up. She's going to be hungry when she wakes up. Yay, Noah can now use the potty chair on her own. He's done for the night. All right, so Noah is done with the potty. Rhiannon's going to put her to sleep, clean the potty chair so it's fresh for the morning. And then she herself is going to finally call it a night. So I'm going to have her brush her teeth just like everybody else and have her go to bed. And I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here now that we've spent a whole day with the Howell family. All right, guys, thank you so much for spending a day with me and the Howells. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, and I will catch you again for another story.